welcome dear viewers. You're still watching us on ERi-TV, presenting you the domestic and international news prepared for this session live from our headquarters in Asmara. I'm Hermel Agramay, inviting you to join us on our tonight's news broadcast. Let's start with the major headlines. Seminar focusing on cultural heritage and identity. Training on financial management. 45th SADC Summit opens in Madagascar. And Iran and Pakistan agree to more than double their agricultural trade. In our detailed domestic news, the Commission of Culture and Sports organized a seminar on cultural heritage and identity for over 150 members of traditional dance and music groups from the southern region on 18th August in Asmara. At the seminar, Dr. Tseggai Medhin, head of archaeological heritage research at the Commission, gave a detailed briefing of the meaning and significance of culture, the tangible and intangible aspects of cultural heritage, and the role of heritage in consolidating national identity. Highlighting the importance of cultural heritage in preserving identity, understanding the current situation, and envisioning the future, Dr. Tseggai said that archaeological findings from the prehistoric and historic eras, including the period of kingdoms and colonialism, have made a significant contribution to nurturing national identity. Dr. Tseggai further stated that the Commission of Culture and Sports is making strong efforts in research, conservation, and transmission of cultural heritage. He noted, however, that ongoing damage and destruction of heritage sites remain the main challenge. The participants held extensive discussions on the issues raised during the seminar and adopted several recommendations. This included intensifying efforts to repatriate heritage items held abroad and addressing the damage caused to ancient buildings under the pretext of renovation. Lieutenant Colonel Samuel Tseggai, head of administration and finance at the Commission of Culture and Sports, and Mr. Abraham Johannes, Director General of Culture and Sports in the Southern Region, emphasized the significance of the seminar and called for its continuation. In other news, the National Union of Eritrean Women in the Southern Region provided training on financial and documentation management to its members from the 12 subzones of the region. The training program was conducted in Mendefera. Explaining that the training was part of ongoing efforts to enhance the capacity of women, Mrs. Zaid Mesfun, head of administration and finance at the National Union of Eritrean Women Central Office, called on participants to apply the knowledge gained in their workplaces. Mrs. Sanait Aforki, head of the union branch in the Southern Region, commended the contribution of young women in various offices of the union and called for the sustainability of such training programs. The trainees, on their part, praising for the organization of the program and expressed readiness to apply the training they were provided in providing effective and timely service to the public. Mr. Abdurrahim Babekar, a benevolent national, has extended financial support to 10 families of martyrs in Saraja subzone. Mrs. Jum'a Ibrahim, Director of the Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare Office in the Central Region, said that Mr. Abdurrahim contributed 100,000 nakfa in memory of his late mother, Mrs. Hiwat Tesfasilase. She noted that he had also previously extended financial assistances to 10 families in the Eritrea subzone. Mrs. Jum'a further recalled that the late Mrs. Hiwat Tesfasilase was among the heroic women who played a significant role in the armed struggle for Eritrea's independence. Before her passing, she had requested her son to extend support to the families of martyrs. Mr. Abdurrahim expressed satisfaction in fulfilling the promise he made to his mother. Mr. Kflamariam Gabremeskel, administrator of the subzone, commended Mr. Abdurrahim's noble initiative and called on others to follow his example in supporting the families of martyrs. Dear viewers, do stay tuned for our international news right after the short break. Welcome back. The 45th Ordinary Summit of the Southern African Development Community, SADC, heads of state and government opened in Madagascar yesterday, with regional leaders urging stronger industrial capacity and modernized agriculture to drive integration. Held under the theme Advancing Industrialization, Agricultural Transformation, and Energy Transition for a Resilient SADC, the summit centers on accelerating regional integration through strengthening industrial capacity and regional value chains, modernizing agriculture, and promoting an inclusive energy transitions. SADC Executive Secretary Elias Magosi noted that agriculture contributes 33% of the region's gross domestic product and provides income for 62% of its population, yet nearly 60 million people remain food insecure in 2024. In other news, Iran and Pakistan have agreed to more than double their value of their annual agricultural trade amid efforts by the two neighbors to bolster their political and economic cooperations. Iran's Minister of Agriculture and Pakistan's Minister of National Food Security and Research remarks yesterday in Tehran that agricultural trade between the country and Pakistan is planned to increase to $3 billion per year within the next 2 years from a current figure of $1.4 billion. The new agreements on cultural trade between Iran and Pakistan come as the two countries seek a closer political and economic partnership as a way of countering growing regional and international tensions. It's remarkable that the two nations signed on 12 aspects on the beginning of this month regarding resisting terrorism movements and mainly on regional security agreements. Dear viewers, we are done with the news prepared for the session, and now it's time for a quick recap of the major headlines. Seminar focusing on cultural heritage and identity. Training on financial management. '45th SADC Summit opens in Madagascar. And Iran and Pakistan agree to more than double their agricultural trade. Dear viewers, that was all for tonight. Thank you for having us and have a blessed one.